lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel Colette's Diary. And if this is the first time you're seeing my video, please do well to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will be notified on when I post my new videos. And for my existing subscribers, thank you guys so much. So today I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this look using just drugstore makeup products. You heard me right, drugstore makeup products. Complaining you can't do your makeup because makeup products are expensive? Girl, I got you covered. So I'm going to be using just drugstore products for this makeup look. And if you've been so scared of trying makeup because you feel that makeup is too hard, if you don't practice, you won't get perfect. So you can as well join me because I am also still learning here. I am not perfect as well. So you can join me, grab your makeup brush, grab the products you have, and let's get right into the video. So I've prepped my skin. My skin is ready to go. So if you don't know the skincare products I use on my face, do well to go and check my video and then you will know the products I use for my face. So first we are going in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I like to use this one because it contains niacinamide. It is very grippy. It has a strong hold. And this is a dupe for the Milk Makeup Power Gripping Primer. Yeah. So you apply it this way all over your skin so that your makeup can stay all day long. So I'll show you that this actually grips. Look at this. And it stays, so it's good. So I'll first of all start with my eyebrows. So first of all, because I have very thick brows, I don't do so much. So I first of all start by brushing my brows out with a spoolie. Then I make use of the Adele Brow Glue. So I don't use so much from this. And then just do the same thing for this one. And I go in with my hand to press it in very well. So this is how my eyebrows are looking. To line my eyebrows, I'll be using the Revlon Color Stay Flex Wear Full Cover Concealer. This is in the shade 070 Nutmeg. And so I just take a bit from here and line my brows. So here we go. Then you go ahead to line the top of the brows. This part is actually very much optional. If you don't want to line it, that is fine. But I love to do it because I feel like, you know, it enhances my brows more. This part is actually very easy. Just follow the line. After I'm done lining it, I always love to blend it out immediately before I move on to the next eyebrow. So just tap. This is actually a concealer, a round concealer brush from Co Beauty at Shoppers Drug Mart. Like I told you guys, this is full face of drugstore. This brush as well, I got it from Shein. It's a nameless brand. And this is how our brows are looking. You can already see the difference between this eyebrow and this eyebrow. So for my full brow girls, I hope this also helps you with, you know, drawing your brows. Because I know that some of us face a lot of issues with having to get our brows done. So you basically don't have to do so much if you have full brows like me. It actually took me a lot of time, trials and error to be able to, you know, start doing my eyebrows this way. So now that we've gotten the brows out of the way, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is in shade 6. I think I'm running out because I use this like every time I'm doing my makeup. It's a really good product and it blends seamlessly. I think this is like one of the best things that e.l.f. has in the market. So we go ahead and blend. This is a brush from Avwa Cosmetics. I got this while I was in Nigeria a long time ago. I think I've had this brush for like 5 years. So go ahead and blend. Tap it into your skin. Make sure that the product is actually going to do what? Sit in. And while you're applying, try to avoid here. I don't know what this place is called. The eyes, under your eyes. Yeah, just try to avoid it so that the product doesn't get there. So now I'm done applying the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I also go in with my foundation. This is the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Makeup Foundation, and this is in 410. This is not my perfect shade. I've really had a hard time finding my perfect shade of foundation. I'm still trying to find my perfect shade, but I think this is the closest I've gotten so far in my life. So this is what I make use of. And so I like to do it like this. I don't have the energy to press. So I take it like this and just, you know, swipe it on my face. So for those that are also doing this makeup with me, please just follow me as I'm doing. If you don't have, just join me and just do the same things that I'm doing. If you don't have the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter and you have just your foundation, work with your foundation, my dear. So with the same brush I used in blending the Halo Glow Liquid Filter, I'm going to use to blend my foundation. For my blush, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush. This is, one is in the shade Berry Bell and one is in the shade Suave Mauve. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly, but I'm going to use the two of them. Berry Bell goes here at the very top, and then the lighter shade goes here. Just go ahead to blend this out. We start with this shade. I just like to tap mine so that it doesn't spread to where I actually do not want it. You can already see the flow of color on my cheeks. You see this? Yeah, this is what we want. So after blending the blush like this, I'm going in with the same concealer I used for my eyebrows, the under of my eyes. So here, like so. Here. Just a bit here, not so much on this side. So I'm going to give the concealer a bit of time to try to dry up a bit, then would apply the bronzer. I'm making use of the Camo Liquid Bronzer. This is from e.l.f. as well. This is in the shade Deep, Tan Deep. So we take our bronzer and just under the blush, you apply it there. So if you want a toastier makeup, you apply more of your bronzer, but this is how I like mine. On your forehead as well. I also like to apply mine on my crease. And that's it for your bronzer, baby girl. We're going to start blending the bronzer into the skin. So I love to tap mine in. I try to be careful here so that I don't touch the concealer. Although it's difficult, but I just try my best. Do the same thing this side. Then my eyes. This is how we are looking right now. And then we are going to go ahead and blend the concealer. It's not we are going to blend the concealer, and I'm making use of this pointed foundation brush. I actually bought it to use for my foundation, but I found out that this actually works better for a concealer brush. So we go ahead and blend. So to brighten up the under of my eyes more, I go in with the Revlon Color Stay concealer. This is 040 medium. It is actually very, very bright. So I don't go with too much, just a little here and here. And that's it. But this time around, I don't go in with the brush. I make use of a dry sponge. So it just, and you can see that it just brightens up the under of my eyes immediately. You can see the difference from here. The top of my head and here is a bit brightened. At this point, when all my cream products are on my face, I still love to use my setting spray as well to make sure that everything actually sits in and soaks into my skin. And this is the e.l.f. Dewy setting spray. You have to shake it before you use that. And then I just try to run so then on my face like so. Spray enough. And then you allow it to do what? To dry. So now that the setting spray has dried down on my face, we're going to go in with the powder products, with powder now. So for the powder, for my pressed powder, I'm going with the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. This is in the shade 355 Coconut. Going in with my powder puff and then just take it like so. And even after taking it, I still go to the back of my palm and rub it in before I press it under my eyes. So here we go. So we are basically going to apply the powder everywhere we applied our concealer. This powder is actually my shade, so if you're getting this, get your shade. Yeah, go here as well. I have a combination skin, so I try as much as possible to dry as much places as I can. Always rub it at the back of your palm so that you don't carry excess products to your face. Don't try to swipe or pat it like this. Pat it so that these products just sit on your face. So now we are going to go in with our powder blush. So I'm going to make use of two. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Balance Cheek Duo blush and highlight. I don't know what shade this is in, and this is the NYX Professional Buttermelt blush. I really love this blush. This is in the shade what shade is this? This is in the shade Deep Raspberry, better than before. I don't know. I'm going to use this to remember that we used two blushes before, two cream blushes, so I'm going to use two. This one doesn't really have a lot of pigment, so I'm not really bothered. So we just go in like this and just tap it in. The same thing on the other side. Then I also like to tap it on my forehead as well, you know, just to give that flush of color. And then after that, I go in with the NYX Buttermelt blush. Oh my god, you see how beautiful this actually looks. Look at this. So I'm using the same brush, and this is very, very pigmented, so you don't actually need so much. I still have to do this, so make sure that it's not too much. And then we just apply it here. We do the same thing for the other side. I need to see myself well. Oh, my eyes. Jesus. Oh! This blush smells so nice. I won't lie to you. So we'll do the same thing for the forehead. And baby, this is what we are looking like. We are giving blush blindness, you know. So for our powder bronzer, I'm making use of the Jason Wu Sunlight Bronzer Palette. Yeah. So I'm going to make use of this shade. Just tap like so. It's also pigmented as well. Oh god. This is what happens when you don't have, like, you know, professional stuffs. Tap it on the place I applied my bronzer. And then at the top of your forehead as well. Remember, we applied bronzer there. So you just do the same thing. We're trying to make sure that everything is actually going to come out seamlessly. You understand? See, what I've realized with makeup is don't be scared of applying stuff. So you see, those products, apply it. If you want your makeup to come out as the ones you're seeing online, you have to apply the products so that it comes out fine. On my eyes as well. This also serves as what? A toasty eyeshadow for me. So because of my hooded eyes, my eyeshadow doesn't really come out, like, you know, as pronounced. So I don't do too much most of the times. Then we also apply here on the side of the nose to give that Ozempi. There's someone that says Ozempi nose. I really love her, and I learned this word from her, to give you that Ozempi nose. To brighten up my eyes more, I go in with Jason Wu Ready Set Matte Translucent Powder. This is in 02. Yeah, this powder actually brightens up your eyes, like you will shine. So I don't like to go in with so much, because if you apply so much, my dear, you're going to be whiter than Snow White. I can tell you for a fact. So I also love to rub it on my palm first before I go in, so that it's not so much. And you see, instant brightness. And I do this because my under eyes crease. They crease so much that I don't know if we are actually fighting. So I do this to avoid the creasing as well, just to make sure that, you know, the makeup lasts throughout the day. You feel me? I just mastered this technique recently. I just started doing this not like few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, and I absolutely love it. Because the difference in my under eyes, my eyes now pop. Unless I don't want to do like, you know, very popping makeup, and then I just, you know, use just my shade of powder. I don't use so much. Just to make sure that we are actually brightened. And this powder will actually help to dry up the excess oil on your face because it is a matte powder as well. So I allow the translucent powder to sit on my face for like a minute, and then I use a very small brush to try to, you know, buff out the excess on my face. Like I said, this brush, I got them from Shein. It doesn't have a name. So I just go like so, just to make sure that there are no excess on my face. Trust me, makeup is not as hard as you actually think it is. It is not. And most of you don't know, I actually went to a makeup school. I actually went to learn makeup, but after I finished learning, I could not practice because I didn't have the makeup products and stuff like that. So the little ones I had, I was practicing on myself and my sister, but I never took it serious. After we are done wiping down the face, I also go in with the setting spray as well to melt the powder in. This is the e.l.f. Oh. And we just allow this to dry down. I don't have a fan, so most times I just use my hand to fan my face, or I just allow it to dry by itself. Most times, by the time I'm done applying everything on my face, my eyebrows are now looking brown. So I just take my wipe. This is the wipe I've been using since I started this makeup. So I just take it and, you know, just go in on the brows. Make sure you don't go anywhere else, just on your brows. And try to wipe off the product on the brow, so the brows are looking black and not brown. We can do spot the difference between this, and this is what came off my eyebrow. So for my waterline, I'm going with the Annabelle Kohl eyeliner. This is in blackest black. So I just use it for my eyes, like so. Spot the difference in the eyes, and both eyes. This one is looking a bit bold, but this one is just dull. So for mascara, I'm going with the Essence Another Volume mascara. I like to close my eyes and just rub it around first. My eyes are really sensitive to lash glue, so that's why I really don't fix lashes like that. So this is the eye with mascara, this is the eye without mascara. Let's get that done. But to line my eyes a bit, I'm going to be making use of this hard candy palette. This is in Indigo in Steady, so I'm going to make use of the black. I'm going to just tap this here, not so much, and then just wing it from here. Just follow the under, and then I take it out and bring it a bit into my eyes. So if you're not really good with using the liquid ones, I will tell you to do this because this is just very easy. Last but not least, we have the lip. We have to work on our lips. So I don't know if this is showing really well. Okay, so this is, we are first of all going to start. I haven't tried this one before, so we're first of all going to start with this matte lip liner in the shade Cold Brio, and just line the lips with it. Just love to follow my lip line. It makes the work easier. I did this so that when I apply the main color, it is actually going to pop out very well. So I'm going in with the Maybelline shaping lip liner. This is in 165 Plum Passion. Okay. Now I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution lipstick. This is in Queen Pink. just like this. Oh, my lips are so chapped. It's not looking as beautiful as I want. When working on my lips, I love to use my brush to work things through so that they come out exactly how I want it to. So because I want the lines on the top of my lips to come out very well, I'm going to line it more. For glossing my lips, I'll be going with the NYX Fat Oil. This is in the shade Dash Chick. It's actually kind of purpley. So go this way. So I'm just applying this on the top where the purple is actually. At the bottom as well. And then for the pink, I'm going in with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is in the shade Gummy Bear. This is the closest to a pink gloss I have. Just apply it like so. So I went to put on my wig, and this is how my makeup is looking with the hair on. And this is what you can get with a full face of just drugstore makeup products. You don't have to break the bank for you to look good. You don't have to break the bank for you to practice your makeup. So you can actually achieve this if you actually want to with just drugstore. So if you've stayed up to the end of this video, thank you so much for being here with me and watching this video to the end, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.